right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes.
Oh, and you know... Well,
Who the...
if I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison...
Frank.
Sometimes we need a little help in it. Not to compete over lives lost. But I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath.
Thanks for lending me an ear.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker...
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, it's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there...
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. I guess what...
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering. Just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you...
Poor Shion must...
Yeah. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. So.
All I know is Shion.
Say.
I came down and...
What happened?
She stayed just as I wanted to get neither...
Wait.
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me.
Come on, man, snap out of it. Look, I get it. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, but here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen,
Alphen.
it's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion, but there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks.
Hey, don't even mention it.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Alphen! There you are! Zoogles, that's what! They're all—
Any closer and they'll be house hunting.
That...
Can you fight? No shit.
Kisara's right. You don't...
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Alphen,
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember,
We've all got our own pain to deal.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Google policy.
fine by me. Let's get to work then.
I shall feel you where you stand.
This one's all mine.
Negative game.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it up.
The enemy
Be my guest.
we'll soon see about that.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. Now I'm in the groove. Radiant light. Pulse of regeneration.
Regenerate. It's too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Not my finest. Shine.
You'll pay for that.
Force of regeneration.
Swallow blade.
Regenerate.
Destruction.
I'm ready.
Double me. In an instant.
Impact block. From beyond, imbue this vanquish.
You're mine. Slice. Swallow blade.
Not on my watch.
Slice. It's over.
Now!
Look sharp.
Lightning tiger blade.
Lightning condemned!
My turn.
Tempest. Whirlwind cloud. Talent storm.
Destruction.
Swallow blade. And there I come.
Sword blade.
It's all mine.
Now!
Look sharp.
Lightning tiger blade.
Alphen, you okay?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village.
Yeah.
You know, this'll though in the end, home was destroyed and
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers. It comes from having so much of myself stripped away. Friends, family, oh, but not anymore. Since I awaken, and I won't lose that.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue everyone. Will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objection.
Then it's agreed. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us,
Sounds like a plan.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Okay.
Why?
Damn.
what?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
Thanks. By the way, how is Mahavar doing?
Uh,
Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean?
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down...
Do you think he might still be alive?
I think stranger things have happened, whether he's alive or otherwise. We've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going.
I'd like to check their wares if you don't mind.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy. Did we really just spend that much money?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Coming through!
Take it!
Negative
Here I come!
Resonate with the earth!
Swallow blade!
The last market!
I'll be
No
saving
escape!
this one.
Slash!
Illuminate the sun! Come forward, holy glitter!
Destruction!
Holy lamp! I will do this all day!
Wind! Stardust! Hurricane thrust! Swallow blade!
Blazing cascade!
Here I come!
Now,
Stardust!
illuminate the sun! Come forth, holy glitter, holy lamp!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Tear! Take this!
Tempest!
Take it!
Celestial!
Sword Blade Alpha!
Radiant right! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Destruction!
Eat this!
Do it! Now! You're mine! Swallow blade!
Negative gate!
Destruction! Usurper!
Onward and upward.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Hup. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
I've got a good feeling about this one. That's not a fish I see often.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
There it is. That's our target.
No choice. On your mine! Swallow blade! Sword blade alpha! You're finished! Inspiration! You're mine!
I can do this all day!
Sword blade alpha! Destruction! Enough! You're mine!
Heal!
Sword
I
blade
can do this all
alpha!
day!
Take care of
Destruction!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
You're back!
Stand
Sword
back.
blade alpha!
I'll trim it up.
It's over! First strike! You're mine! Sword blade alpha! Inspiration! Take this! Sword blade alpha! Crush! It's over!
now.
Watch it! Here I
I'll
come!
be saving this
Sword
one.
blade alpha! Swallow dance! Crush!
Supernova!
It's over! I'm ready! Sword blade alpha! Darling! In an instant! Impact block!
It was a close thing.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't. Don't agree, but maybe...
No backing down!
Resonate with the earth!
Photon,
Right,
illuminate
right,
the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
Soaring light spear!
Super swallow dance!
Holy lamp!
Shine! Radiant light!
Swallow blade!
Rising wyvern! Soaring light spear!
I'll crush you!
Charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Lightning
Get behind me.
reflexes! Tenebrous
I'll leave it to you!
Ridwell! Demons descend! Flashing fang! Now I'm in the groove! Watch it! Catalyst storm!
Demon fang!
Seismic rupture! Dust to dust!
Resonate with the earth!
Dragon sword! Dynamite!
Raging cascade!
I'm on! Oh, and that freaking does it!
Air thrust!
Eat this!
I'm not done!
Talent storm!
Eternal devastation!
Not my finest!
Tempest swirl!
Stay away from my... Friend!
I'm on it! Talent storm! Super swallow! Eat this! Death blossom! I'll finish you here and now! Talent storm!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Rising wyvern! Stardust!
Super swallow dance!
I can feel my power growing!
No backing down! First strike!
You're mine!
Super swallow dance!
Photon blast!
First strike! Kneel! Watch it! You're done!
Supernova!
Crumble! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth,
Be
holy
still!
glimmer!
I'll finish you here and now! First strike!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Little help!
First strike! Super sword! I'm on! Try harder! Crumble! You're done!
Thanks so much!
Rising wyvern!
Leveling!
Through it, kick!
Blow away!
Free laser!
Dragon
I'm on it! Watch it! I've let you all down. Forget. Here we go again! I'm on it!
Another incantation ruined.
Too much!
More with us!
That freaking does it! Eat this! Glimmer dragon! I'll finish you here and now!
Light Astro Leonard lightning condemned! Thunder!
Eat this!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Dust to
forth, holy
dust!
glimmer!
What? Almost! Too far to roll now!
Demon fang!
Super
Demon
swallow
fang!
dance!
Demon fang!
I'm ready! Talent
Don't
Kisara!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
That was a little close for comfort.
Coming through.
I'm on it!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Sealed! More for the stockpile! Divine Savior! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one! one.
I'll face you. Watch it!
Magic is out! In here!
Swallow dance! It's time for a station! Demon Fang!
Holy Land! Too much to handle?
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall!
Wyvern!
In here!
Lost my focus.
Here goes!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle. Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch? Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! In here! More for the stockpile! The waters of creation! Magic is out! Tidal wave!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of... Regeneration!
Dance in the wind! In here! I'll be saving
Leave the
this one!
ensnaring to me.
Magic is out!
And the power is to me!
Demon Fang!
Cyclone!
I'm ready!
Now I'm in the groove!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Go no further! Purge Malevolence!
Shine! Radiant
Arctic
light!
Waterfall!
Force of
Sleep now!
regeneration!
More for the stockpile!
Light sphere!
Far beyond the darkest skies, I call upon thee!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane thrust!
Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
Hurricane thrust!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
I've used too much.
Now for something special!
These sticks have got your name on them!
Sonic thrust! On your Hurricane through! Demon thrust! Slash! Inspiration! Double demon fang!
Sealed!
Destruction!
I'll be saving this one!
Glimmer
Magic
dragon!
is out! Sleep now! Ow! Take care of...
Sword!
Little...
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Dance in the wind!
Deity!
Sealed! I'll be saving this one! Crossblade!
Talon storm! Demon fang!
I'll face you. Does it hurt?
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Sealed! I'll be saving this one! Far beyond the darkest skies, I call upon thee!
Now I'm in trouble. Shouldn't have messed with me.
Demon fang!
Art sealed!
Finish it!
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages, your people were persecuted.
Yeah, why did it...
Maybe they have you.
I guess
I wonder.
my best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone.
So, you either have the gift or you. When something's not easily obtained. So the problem's not magic.
Yeah. I'm counting on you, Alphen. Another day, another Gald.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Let's see what you've got.
Dance in the wind!
I'll thank you. Demon Fang!
Sealed!
That frickin' does it!
Demon Fang! Double
Demon
Demon Fang!
deity!
I'll be saving this one! In here!
Elusive deity!
More to the top!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll finish you here
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Too much to handle? Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Super swallow dance! Talons don't like it!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon shell!
In here!
Eagle assault!
Oh, magic is there! Sealed!
Elusive deity!
More to the stockpile! Cyclone!
Negative dance!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Now I'm in the
I'll be
groove!
saving this one!
See what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Crossblade!
Talon hurricane!
Eternal devastation!
Tear!
Dance in the wind! In here! I'll be saving this one!
Air pressure!
Sealed! More for the stockpile!
It's too much.
Cyclone!
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Do it! Eagle assault!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Let's see what you got.
Dance in the wind! Feel! More for the stockpile! Sleep now. More for the stockpile! Purge malevolence! Arcane waterfall! Sleep now. I'll be saving this one. Blah, 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 magic! In here! More for the stockpile! Freeze, Lancer! I can do this all day!
I'm on it. Watch it.
Illuminate the dark! Come on, Holy Glimmer!
Dragon Form!
Holy Land!
I'll finish you here and now. Stardust. You're on. Dragon Form.
Seal!
Double
More
Demon
for the
Fang.
stockpile! A chain with magic is out!
Listen.
Divine Savior!
Eagle Fang.
Here goes! One last one!
I'll tear you apart.
Onward and upward. Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
Pow!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward, Holy Glimmer! In here! More for the stockpile!
Inspiration!
Sleep now!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Shine.
I'll be saving this one!
Regenerate. Devastation.
Holy Land! Too much to handle?
Negative.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Resonate with the earth.
Purge Blood! Arctic Waterfall! Seal! More for the stockpile! Magic is there!
Everlasting.
Sleep now!
Negative.
I'll be saving this one!
Regenerate.
Freeze, Lancer! Too much to handle?
Blow away. Rocket shout.
What's this?
Are you ready? Elusive deity. Rotating
Holy
pile
Land!
driver.
Law! Demon's
Descent!
Descent!
Flashing fang!
Looks like we got them all.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain,
But what about Shion?
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, we wear ourselves out now. Or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped.
That's right.
I'm fine.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a...
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share this?
I wish I knew.
You mean...
I've heard of... They're usually...
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.